Jen.
Good evening. Welcome to the March 5th meeting of the Hampton Board of Selectmen. Could I ask people in the back to please be quiet? Thank you.
Kids, no.
My mic's on now. Okay. Thank you all for coming. It's nice to see this many people in for a school board meeting. We meet the second Tuesday of every month, and we invite you back anytime. At this time, we're going to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. At this point, we're going to bring up Allie Muncie and her students to talk about the solar eclipse.
Thank you for having us. Ever since I started teaching astronomy to 6th grade in 2010, it was always, mark your calendars, April 2024, way out in the future, and now finally here we are, so we're super excited. These guys learned about this, and it's part of the 6th grade curriculum here at Hampton Academy in astronomy. So it's finally here, and we're all excited. Thank you, Mr. Hawkins and Dr. Costa, for the purchasing of the safety glasses, because that is obviously really crucial to being able to view this. And these friends will talk more about that in a few minutes. And yeah, these 3 eclipse enthusiasts are going to share some more.
When and where Hampton is going to get eclipse of 94.6% chance. Northern New Hampshire totally eclipsed at 100%. Partial begins at 2:16 p.m. Maximum is at 2:29 p.m. and partial ends at 4:38 p.m.
When watching a solar eclipse, you can never look at it until the sun is fully covered by the moon, because the intense light from the sun can damage your eyes. People are tempted to look, but you should never look unless you're in the path of totality. Your blink reflexes don't work as fast, and your pupils become dilated, letting lots of dangerous light in. Even the smallest bit of sunlight can really damage your eyes. How to view a solar eclipse safely. Solar eclipse glasses, handheld solar viewers, colanders, eclipse/pinhole projectors, and binoculars and telescopes with special filters.
Why does a solar eclipse happen? The moon's orbit is tilted at a 5-degree angle. So it's not often lined up with the sun during a new moon. To have a solar eclipse, the moon and the sun have to line perfectly up with each other, which is possible but very rare. The moon slowly moves and blocks the sun. The sun is blocked by the moon on an average of 3 to 7 minutes. This is an extreme coincidence where the sun and moon appear the same size in the sky. We are also the only planet to have this happen, and the chances of a particular spot having a total solar eclipse is every 375 years on average. This is our works cited, and thank you so much for listening.
Mrs. Muncy, could you please introduce the students that you brought with us?
Yes, absolutely. We have Renee, Avery, and Joey. We had a couple meetings after school a few times. I was looking for some Eclipse enthusiasts, and they signed up, and we've been talking about it for a couple, the month of February, and they've given their time to put this together.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we're reconvening the board at 7:35. We are now open for public comment. Mrs. Barnes.
Check that microphone and see if it's working. Just tap it. It isn't.
It was here. It was here. She's got it. Sorry. Oh, that's okay.
There you go. Sorry about that.
Okay, so I saved this on my phone. Thank you for allowing me to have this public comment. Regina Barnes, 95 Presidential Circle. This comment is regarding Article 4 on the SAU 90 budget coming up for a vote next Tuesday. This is in regard to the budget committee votes and the school board votes. There was 3 abstentions on the school board and 3 no votes on the budget committee. These votes, as well as some of the tone at the deliberative session last month, seem to be based mostly on partisan political ideals and not on the well-being of the town of Hampton and its taxpayers. My father, Thomas A. Barnes, served on the Sacred Heart School Board while his daughter attended the parochial school. And as a 1992 alumni, I can testify that the school welcomed all religions and never shoved Catholicism or any ideal for that matter down any student's throat. The school is part of the Hampton community, and the politicization of this warrant article is a travesty. For those concerned about separation of church and state, the First Amendment of the United States Constitution states Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, and shall, as we know, means must. Then we also have the New Hampshire Bill of Rights, Article 5, which states every individual has a natural and unalienable right to worship God according to the dictates of his own conscience. And then, because of tonight, I also looked more closely at Article 83, Part 2 of the state constitution, and that does talk about taxpayer money not being appropriated to private schools, but we have to remember that Part 2 is the operating manual for the state government and doesn't have anything to do with taxpayers of a municipality. So if they so choose to raise money for a private entity in their community, they have the right to do so, I would argue. At the school deliberative session, a President Kennedy speech was referenced, and as much as I appreciate President Kennedy, he nor any other president make the law. In other words, separation of church and state is a mere interpretation of the First Amendment. It is not the law. I am hopeful, as it has been in the past, that the Hampton voters next week will show more consideration to Sacred Heart School and the needs of their attending children as presented by the administration of this school district than both the school board and the budget committee have shown by their tallied votes. Thank you.
There being none, we will go on to, we have 3 letters of resignation. Superintendent Coster, please accept this letter as I am resigning as the health teacher at Hampton Academy. My last day at Hampton Academy will be Friday, June 28, 2024. I thank you for allowing me to work in your school district, but at this time, I will be moving on. I will continue to work hard the rest of the year and carry out all duties and responsibilities until the end of the contract. I wish the district the very best moving forward in the future. Sincerely, Sean Sullivan.
I would make a motion to accept the resignation.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor? Okay. Okay. I will, dear Dr. Costa, I will write today to formally resign from my position as the world language teacher at Hampton School District effective June 30th, 2024. I am grateful for the experiences, challenges, and growth that have been encountered over the past 5 years and wish you all the best. Sincerely, Christina Caulfield. All right, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor? And the third resignation is, please accept this letter as a formal notification that I am resigning from my position as your assistant principal at Hampton Academy School. My last official day will be Friday, June 28, 2024. I can't thank you enough for the opportunity to work in your school district as your assistant principal this year, but that is not the right district for me. I will continue to carry out all duties and responsibilities as expected until the end of my contract. I wish you and the district the very best going forward, Tim Westfall. And we don't have to approve that. So those are the resignations we have. Is there any other business that's coming before us tonight? Okay, I would ask for a non-public.
I would move that we go into non-public session under RSA 91A:3.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Oh, aye.
Sorry, roll call.
Yep.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to vote next Tuesday. Polls are open 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Winnicott Cafeteria.